Okay, so here we have a standing T-spine car, and you're going to need a kettlebell for this, specifically a kettlebell because it's just significantly easier to hold than a dumbbell. So this is one of those things where you create your own sensation, and it's very much dependent on you. I can tell you how to do it, and you can just mimic me, but you won't feel the right things if you don't create the sensations that you want for yourself. So like, example, if I wanted to push you down, okay, what would you do? Make yourself rigid and prevent that from happening, right? So like I'm so solid right now, everything is on. If you tried to push me, it would be hard, okay, unless you're like a big, huge man. So anyway, so with your kettlebell, you're gonna hang it off of your back like this, okay? Now, I also forgot to mention that you're gonna need a yoga block. This is gonna help you stay centered and prevent any movement from happening. Okay, squeeze the block between your knees. I'm gonna do this in various angles so you can see what I'm doing. From here, you're gonna dip over towards your left. Then you're gonna round your spine and tuck your chin and reach your chin down and then open up towards your right. Keep your ribs tucked. Slight extension, reach it back towards your left. So the idea here is to keep your ribs tucked, keep them woven together, reach it over towards your right, make a circle with the crown of your head. So draw a circle with the crown of your head on the ceiling. So again, from the front. Notice how nothing is moving except my top half. So you're trying to basically feel for abs everywhere.
This is like a sit-up. That's 360 degrees. Freeze.
Okay, so there's that one. Now, with that one, you really want to create a lot of tension in your stomach, your legs, your arms, everywhere. The kettlebell hangs off of your back, and I understand that it's kind of on your spine. So if you want, you can kind of move it a little bit to the left or the right where the meaty part of your back is. This is also one of those few times where I'm like, just deal with it. It's a 15-pound kettlebell for me. It's not that heavy. It shouldn't really bother you that much. If you have a 10-pound kettlebell, probably even better. Anything over like a 15 or a 20 might be a notch too heavy. But play it by ear. See what you've got. The idea really is to just move from here.
Okay.
This is where we feel
very locked up. Okay.
If I asked you to extend your spine, or whoever is watching this, it's very likely that your ribs would just flare because your ribs would not understand how to weave into themselves. And it's not the ribs that I'm asking. It's the muscles in between the ribs. It's the interosseous membrane. It's the obliques. It's the internal obliques, the external obliques. It's all of those structures that pull on the bones. And even so, muscles are dumb. What tells your muscles what to do? Your neurological system. So we're telling the neurons to tell the muscles, to tell the bones, to all weave together and stay tight. But at the same time, tension can occur even when stretched, right? So when you're doing a deadlift, have you lost this control? Have your hamstrings lost their ability to bear load even when lengthened? No, of course not. This is just when they're longer and they're still bearing load. Like, I have nothing around to show you this idea. If I have a rubber band and one end of the rubber band has something anchored to it and I try to stretch the rubber band is still holding on to the thing. And then what does the rubber band want to do? It wants to return to its original shape. Okay, so that's what we're doing here. Okay, rubber band is stretched here. Rubber band wants to return to its original shape.
Okay. Hope that makes sense.